If you're a parent who's tired of power struggles, constantly feeling like you're battling your kids over every little thing, then this one's definitely for you. We've all been there, haven't we? The endless negotiations, the repeated requests that go ignored, the mounting frustration that threatens to boil over. It's exhausting, and it can leave you feeling like you're failing as a parent. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to foster cooperation, build connection, and actually enjoy your time with your children, even during challenging moments. Raising kids isn't about control, it's about connection. It's about nurturing their growth, guiding their development, and fostering a relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. When we focus on control, we often resort to tactics that can damage our connection with our children, leading to resentment, rebellion, and a breakdown in communication. But when we prioritize connection, we create a safe and supportive environment where our children feel heard, valued, and understood. This, in turn, makes them more likely to cooperate, to listen to our guidance, and to develop into confident, well-adjusted individuals. Let's explore a better way that moves beyond simple commands and punishments, and instead focuses on fostering understanding and cooperation. A way that empowers your children to make good choices, not because they're afraid of the consequences, but because they understand why those choices are important. Picture this: your child refuses to put away their toys. The playroom is a disaster zone, a chaotic landscape of scattered blocks, dolls, and stuffed animals. You've asked them nicely, you've reminded them repeatedly, but still, the toys remain strewn across the floor. You could shout, "Clean this up right now, I'm not going to tell you again." Threaten, "If you don't clean this up, you're not getting any screen time tonight." Or even punish, sending them to their room for a timeout until they decide to cooperate. But chances are you'll both end up frustrated. Your child might grudgingly clean up the toys, but they'll likely do so with resentment and a feeling of being controlled. And you'll be left feeling drained, stressed, and disconnected from your child. Now imagine this instead: kneeling down, getting on their level, making eye contact, and keeping your cool, even though you're feeling the urge to raise your voice. And saying, "We pick up our toys so we don't trip and get hurt." It also helps us find them easily next time we want to play. "Want to help me? We can make it a game." When you explain the why, the reasoning behind your request, you're not just giving orders. You're not simply demanding obedience. You're teaching your child to think, to care about the consequences of their actions, and to make good choices on their own, even when you're not around to tell them what to do. You're fostering a sense of responsibility and internal motivation. Kids are naturally curious. They're wired to explore, to question, and to understand the world around them. They want to know the reasons behind rules. They want to understand why they need to do certain things and what the benefits are. When you take a moment to explain, to provide context and reasoning, you're building trust. You're showing your child that you respect their intelligence and that you value their understanding. And bonus, you're modeling respect, demonstrating how to communicate effectively and respectfully, even when you disagree, which they'll mirror in the long run. They'll learn to communicate with respect, to listen to others' perspectives, and to resolve conflicts peacefully. This doesn't mean letting them get away with everything. It's not about being a permissive parent who avoids setting limits. Boundaries are important. They provide structure, security, and a sense of predictability for children. But when you explain those boundaries, when you take the time to help your child understand why those limits are in place, you turn discipline into a learning moment, an opportunity for growth and understanding, not a battle of wills. Over time, kids who are raised with explanation, not force, who are given the opportunity to understand the reasons behind rules and expectations, tend to be more confident, more secure in their own abilities, and more willing to take on challenges. Better at problem solving, because they've been given the tools to think critically and to consider different perspectives, and less likely to rebel just for the sake of it. They're less likely to engage in power struggles because they feel heard, understood, and respected. That's a win for everyone. A win for your child, who develops into a confident, responsible, and well-adjusted individual. And a win for you, as a parent, who gets to enjoy a more peaceful, connected, and fulfilling relationship with your children. So next time you're tempted to say, "Because I said so," the phrase that shuts down communication and reinforces your authority without providing any explanation. Pause, take a deep breath, get on their level, and talk it out. Explain your reasoning, listen to their perspective, and work together to find a solution. You'll be surprised how much smoother things go and how much more connected you feel to your child. Raising kids isn't easy. It's a challenging and demanding job that requires patience, understanding, and a whole lot of love. But raising them with explanation, with a focus on connection and understanding, that's parenting done right. That's building a strong, lasting relationship with your children and setting them up for success in life. That's creating a family environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and loved.